Usually I don't post. Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know. Time to pull a drop top out.
Welcome back to the channel, family. I'm Ebony, also known as Coach Lux across all social media platforms, owner and founder of Lux Wellness LLC, where I primarily focus on mental wellness coaching, group facilitating, and corporate consulting. My background is in mental health therapy and behavior management, so my goal for showing up on this platform is to ensure that I'm inspiring you to prioritize your mental and emotional wellness. I would love to have you to subscribe to the Lux Wellness family so that you will never miss another video. And here is where we come with the goal of recreating a better version of ourselves, happily healing, while also understanding that emotional wellness is the new luxury. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. All right, so the purpose of today's video is to allow you all into my world a little bit as far as the things that I manage on a consistent basis, a part of my self-care regimen that allows me to ensure that I'm maintaining an elevated mood for the most part, and some of the things that I manage to consistently do that are low budget, affordable, and that is easy to implement into your day-to-day, week-to-week regimen that allows me to continue to elevate my mood, maintain a healthy mental health, and also make sure that my self-care regimen not only allows me to look my best, but also feel my best. So I'm hoping that you're inspired to take some of these tips with you today and really reflect on how are you taking care of yourself, more so focusing on the cozier months. The cozier months are when a lot of our moods change, our perspectives change. We start to really analyze where we are in life. And in those moments, there's a lot of emotions that can come with that. And this is also a time where many of us want to stay in more. We want to enjoy our homes and our spaces more. So while we're doing that, let's make sure that we're taking care of ourselves to the best of our ability and make sure that we're paying attention to who we are mentally, how we're showing up emotionally every day. So let's go ahead and get into this first tip. Paying attention to the colors that you're wearing, from your lip color to your clothing, from your makeup. It is really a part of how you're maintaining your mood. And one of the things that I've really been loving prior to the cozier months starting is a neutral lippy. Now, I am a girl that will rock a bold lippy at any time. I believe that color is so inspiring, but I'm also someone that enjoys calming colors that just give me a uplifting feeling without doing too much. And I've really been loving the Revlon Pink Suede Color Stay lipstick, and this has been my go-to for a while, and I absolutely love it. And this is the color, and it's such a nice neutral that goes with any undertone from my perspective. And I have been pairing this with the NYX lip pencil and the color Brew, and it just really just gives you such a pick-me-up feeling, especially if you're someone that's really not into makeup, that's really not into bold colors. This just does enough to say, I feel alive, I feel chic, I feel cute. It just does enough just to make you feel put together for today. And I love when I top it with the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Sugar High. Now, if you don't know about the NYX Butter Glosses, then where have you been? But this color here is absolutely phenomenal. And again, I think it goes with any skin tone, and it just absolutely just brings it out by giving you that vibrant shine and making you feel like, you know, uplifted in a sense. Well, at least that's what it does for me. I've also been loving the e.l.f. Lip Pumping Gloss, and this is in the color Pink Paloma. And yes, it gives you that little bit of a tingling feeling, which I absolutely don't mind. I don't really use it to plump my lips. I absolutely love the color. And being that it's the winter months, being it's the cozier months, I absolutely enjoy having a little bit of a minty feeling on my lips. It gives me a sense of relaxation. It helps me to feel like, you know, I can really focus on just being in the moment while also feeling put together, because that's one of the goals that I aim for every day of my life, whether it's from makeup, skincare, the way that I dress, the way that I smell, the way that I present to myself first before I present myself to the world, is how do I feel today? Being able to pay attention to how things that you use make you feel is really a big part of self-care. Let's make sure that we're not just doing things because they seem popular, because all the influencers are talking about it. I also want you all to be inspired to understand, how do these things that I'm doing absolutely make me feel? Do they enhance my mood? Do they really allow me to pour into myself? myself? Do I feel like I'm taking care of myself when I utilize these things? Or do I just feel like I'm buying another item just to create more clutter? I got a video coming up on that as well. Now, let's talk about this Milani. And number one, I Am Fabulous. And this has absolutely been one of my other go-to, as you can tell, one of my other go-to neutral tone lipsticks that really gives you just a pop of color. And there are times when I absolutely don't use any gloss with either one of these lipsticks. It depends on, again, my mood. What am I really going for? Do I want to look more settled and soft and supple, or do I want a little pop of shine? So that is one of the things that I've absolutely been loving. All right, so now let's get into the e.l.f. lip oils. I have absolutely been enjoying using these items. As you can see, these are brand new. I had to run to Ulta to make a few new purchases because I had gone through all of the ones that I had. And they give you just a tint of color, but they do give you shine. And this is infused with apricot oil, and this is in the color Jam Session. Okay, so this is more so for your dark tones, those times where you don't really want to be too bright and you just want to, have a little bit of pizzazz going on your face. And this is an absolutely beautiful lip oil. They don't have much scent, and I've absolutely loved that they don't leave the white residue, because I'm not really into any type of lip product that does that. This is a repurchase, and I absolutely love this color. This color here has really been very fun to utilize. And again, you don't get heavy color, you get just enough, just a tint. But it being a lip oil has a different consistency, which is something that I enjoy, because during the cozier months, you want to make sure that you're feeling as soft as possible. You're feeling supple, and you're feeling in tuned into your body. I absolutely love the softness that these bring. They are very hydrating, and I really love, especially during the cozier months, where I can feel more moisturized from my head to my toe, where I can feel softer and absolutely enjoy where my body is able to connect with my emotions, and I'm able to not only relax, but I feel relaxed. I can physically feel to the touch, that my body is in a space of calmness. Even if I'm working on something emotionally, that's where it all starts. Internally, yes. But what I'm saying is that it gets me into a mindset to work on my overall self. So I've really been loving those together. Now, in the daytime, I've absolutely been loving the Jack Black Lip Balm with SPF of 25 sunscreen. And yes, sunscreen is important, people. Make sure that we are implementing products where, sunscreen is important, that we're taking care of our skins and also protecting our skins. So now this is a clear lip balm, no color at all. I utilize this because of SPF in it, and it absolutely does keep my lips moisturized. So at night, after my shower, after my bath, I have really been enjoying the Laneige lip mask, and I hope that I'm pronouncing that correct, but I've really been enjoying this lip mask and being able to just go to bed feeling like I'm doing something to help my skin. I'm doing something to help and nourish my body as I sleep. And this is in the sweet candy scent, not too fruity, not overwhelmingly sweet, and as you can see, it's almost gone. So I definitely use this product, and it has really been a sweet treat to give myself at night, especially after I've had a day of coaching clients, and I've had to do mommy tasks and wife tasks, and I've had to do some home things. It really gives me a sense of I'm giving myself a little something before I go to bed. All right, so can we get into the famous Josie Maran body butter? This has been an absolute game changer in my skincare, and I have absolutely seen an enhancement and a difference in my skin. This is not something that I use on my face. I use this anywhere from the neck down, and the level of hydration that you get from this body butter is amazing. It comes in different scents. I happen to get the original scent, which doesn't really have a scent, but they do have other scents that I've had the pleasure of smelling, and I may try one of the small travel sizes, because I do keep a travel size of this in my purse because it's just that good. You are talking about top tier hydration, elevating your self-care, and being able to just get out of the shower and put on a nice body butter that you're able to just massage deep into your skin and really get into how you're feeling, paying attention to how your body feels in different places. This is so elevating, and this is something that you absolutely have to include it into your self-care regimen. All right, like I said, they do have the travel sizes, and if you can just get the travel size, girl, go ahead and get you the travel size and pop that into your bathroom and put one in your purse until you can get to this point. And this wasn't expensive, but again, I want this to be affordable for everyone. I want this to be something that you feel like you can do without you feeling like the hassle of being financially strained to do it. Absolutely love this body butter. This has been my go-to for months, and I haven't had any skin irritations, haven't had any headaches, and I've absolutely enjoyed using this. This has absolutely made me feel like I'm the prettiest girl in the world, and that I can take the day off by the way my skin feels, and I can redirect, anything that may be challenging or daunting on me in that moment, but I can forget about it and I can just enjoy this moment of using this body butter. So listen, that's what it do for me. I'm hoping that you get the same experience, but also make it an experience. These tips and products, you have to make it your own. How are you going to utilize it? When are you going to utilize it? What mindset are you going to be in when you utilize it? Do you want soft, relaxing music playing in the background? I am one. I will put on rain sounds on my TV. I absolutely go onto YouTube and I type in nervous system regulating, relaxing sounds while I'm doing my body care, and just to really get in tune into the moment and make it a moment. So I'm hoping that you'll give this a try. I picked this up from Sephora. So can we talk about the products from Elemis? I have really been enjoying these. This is something new that I've implemented into my regimen. Maybe it's been about maybe 4 to 5 months now, and I do not regret switching over to try these products. And this is the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. And this is just a very creamy, oily substance that you put on your face, and the scent is amazing. The consistency, the way that it makes my skin feels, has been something that I have absolutely enjoyed. In addition to the Elemis Resurfacing Facial Pads, and these are just little mini pads that you go in and they help with exfoliating. And I try to do exfoliating at least once a week. Without overdoing it, because I do have sensitive skin and I have combination skin, so my skin can become irritated really fast. But these products I haven't had any breakouts from, I haven't had any irritations, and I've absolutely loved having spa night at home, which is going to lead me to my next product that I want to talk about. A lot of us dream of this life where we can just go into a spa every week and we can really engage in relaxation from a whole nother level. Unfortunately, this is not accessible for a lot of us because of the cost that's associated with it, right? Now, I am someone that goes into the spa and book a massage. I try to go at least twice a month. That is the way that I pour into myself. That's the way that I say to myself, I appreciate you. I'm going to take care of you. You're going to continue to be a vessel in the life of other people because this is what I chose, right? But you're also going to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. So I am there. But if you are not financially fit, or it's not in your budget right now, and it's okay. It's not in your budget right now to head up into the spa once or twice a month. Develop a spa night regimen at home. Your home is your safe space first and foremost. And I am someone that actually enjoys being home. I don't mind being out, here and there to enjoy new places or to get, something to eat, or if me and my husband are heading out, or I'm taking the kids out. But more so, I don't mind being home. I don't mind giving myself the same experience that I can get out elsewhere at home. So let's talk about the Vanity Planet facial steamer. I have been using this for about 2 years, and I have not one regret. Talking about elevation, this was under $70 at the time when I purchased it. I have not one regret. This has really worked wonders in helping me to take care of my skin, to not only take care of my skin, but to make sure that I'm relaxing. I am really putting myself into moments where I can actually disconnect from the outside world, go into my bathroom in my white robe and really do some indulging skincare while also making it feel like a spa, making it feel like, I'm the prettiest girl in the world and the world doesn't owe me nothing in that moment, right? At that time, my children know, unless there is something significant going on, that this is a do not disturb zone. I am able to enjoy my bathroom and really take care of myself while also giving myself a great facial steam. So if you have not purchased a facial steamer. The Vanity Planet is one that I highly recommend. And if this is not in your budget, simply head over to Amazon and grab yourself a facial steamer and start to implement it in your week-to-week skincare regimen, but more so that you are relaxing. You are able to disconnect from your day-to-day tasks, your day-to-day roles. And also, this is a way that you can implement one of the 7 ways of rest. Disconnecting from social media, disconnecting from your phone. Make sure that you're reconnecting with yourself on a week-to-week basis. One of the other things that I've actually enjoyed, now I have this one in the travel size because right now I'm currently living in between 2 homes. So I have to make sure that I'm able to take my skincare products with me when I go over to help take care of my mom. So the Elements Pro Collagen Marine Cream has been one of the products that I've actually really enjoyed. And this is an anti-wrinkle hydrating day cream. So this is something, it smells so good. And it's almost empty. So this is one of the products I've actually been enjoying, especially someone who's over 40 and I'm not new to skincare. I've always enjoyed taking care of my skin. But of course, as I'm getting older, my skin have different needs and different requirements and different things going on. So this cream has really been really great to use under my makeup, giving me a little bit more plump feel and allowing my concealer to do what it needs to do without doing so much creasing and actually showing up. Now, one of the other things that I'm really excited to talk about is this new product. And when I say new, I've been using it for about maybe 3 months, is the Pore Stigmatic Cacao Powder with Reishi Mushroom. This has been a game changer for me, as I have absolutely looked for new ways to ensure that I am getting a good night's rest, but I'm also able to pay attention to my nervous system and really do some real relaxing and rest, okay? Because there are times where I have slept, but I don't know if I felt rested when I, came to wake up for the next morning. And so I was like, it's time to implement something else. In addition to this, I have also been using magnesium. So the Pore Stigmatic comes in a little tea-like pouch, but it is cacao powder, so it's like a hot chocolate. And I have really been enjoying this with my Chobani coffee creamer and sweet cream. There's a lot going on in the world, and underlying stress, I don't want to be a friend of it. There are some things that we can never pinpoint that's wrong with us when we start to have symptoms of insomnia, problems sleeping, and underlying stress levels. So this is me just trying to make sure that I'm maintaining my stress levels, because regardless of where we are in the world and what we're doing, we're all prone to some level of stress unless we have great coping skills. So this is one of my coping skills, and I've really been enjoying the Pore Stigmatic organic cacao powder. And again, I mix it with my coffee creamer, and depending on the day, I may put a little bit of vanilla sweetener in it if I'm not using the coffee creamer, but for the most part I use the Chobani coffee creamer. All right, the next thing that has really been allowing me to be in my cozy space during these cozier months is when I get out of the shower. Talking about hotel life. When you can develop a hotel life at home, you're doing something right. Jumping into a white robe has just been the thing for me. It just makes me feel more luxe. It makes me feel more alive. It makes me feel more happier to even take care of myself. I don't deal with mom guilt when I, have to turn them away from, knocking at the door, knowing that nothing's wrong. And most of the time, and my children are a little older. I have a 23-year-old son and an 8-year-old daughter. But most of the time, my husband's here during the time when I am taking a nice break to take care of myself, right? But not dealing with mom guilt and not being, feeling like I have to make sure that I'm answering every call on the phone, or that I gotta get to the emails and I gotta, meet timelines. Getting into this white robe says, I am not emotionally available. When I get into this robe, I just feel like I'm not emotionally available for anyone, and it gives me time to reset who I am. It gives me time to reconnect with my thoughts. And I know some of you are probably thinking, girl, really, a robe does that for you? But again, I am someone that works in the behavior management field. I have dedicated primarily most of my life to mental health therapy and life coaching and working with individuals from so many different populations in life that require high intense services. When you think about that, you think about having to manage this in a professional setting, in addition to all your personal life challenges that you've had to maneuver and navigate, and that you've had to build your own level of resilience. So yes, this white robe has been my ticket to self. I hope that you all will find the value in getting in a nice robe after a nice relaxing bath or shower, and that you find some gratitude for being able to offer yourself this level of care. And again, this video was meant to implement things that are affordable, things that are low budget, because I wanted it to be in a video that allows everyone to feel like they can participate and they can really pour into themselves from this perspective. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is after I get out and I get into my little PJs, I don't get it twisted. I am still a part of the big t-shirt crew from time to time, depending on how tired I am or what mood I am in. But for the most part, I have really tried to step up my pajama game, my loungewear game, and I've really been trying to focus on elevating my whole style from a different perspective. But getting out of the shower, and this is a recent, this is a second purchase. This is from Amazon, and this is the e-vitalizing fragrance-free cuticle oil. If you've been with me for a while, you know I have high sensitivity to scents that causes very extreme migraines. So I try to do a lot of fragrance-free items and or items that I can tolerate. But just imagine getting out of your shower and being able to put on a nice cuticle oil on your nails, on your toes, and being able to massage that oil in after a long day of work, dealing with the kids, dealing with phone calls, emails, helping other people fill their cups, and dealing with other people's problems, and being the overall help. It's such a sweet treat where you can go in and just give yourself that level of pampering right in the pleasure of your own home. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So listen, talking about affordable, this Vaseline Advanced Repair Unscented Cream has been a life changer. I have one in every purse. I have one in my car. I've actually just go and buy them in a little bit of a bulk. I head over to Target and I put about 6 of them in my buggy, and I'm good to go for a while. This has been absolutely such a pleasure to use. It's unscented, but the hydration that you get from this is so amazing, just to be able to have a nice hand cream that you can put anywhere on your body. I've actually, at one point, I ran out of my face moisturizer and I even used it on my face. No irritations, felt supple, felt soft, felt highly moisturized. So this is something that I think that everybody should have one of these in their purse. If you don't have one of these in your purse, you need to head over to Target right now, okay? If you do nothing else, head over to Target right now and grab you about 4 or 5 of these and watch how your life change. They're life changing. All right, so now let's get into hydration. I have always been someone who has really enjoyed drinking out of pretty cups, cute cups. I don't drink out of cans. And if you see me drinking out of can, that means there was absolutely not another option and I was thirsty, all right? But for the most part, I am someone who enjoys drinking out of a nice cup, especially when I'm on the go. And the Simple Modern cup in black has been such a treat. I actually feel so elevated and so happy when I can just pour myself a nice cold glass of water, or I can make a nice cold tea depending on the day and my mood again, and enjoy it, and that it stays the right temperature for the whole day. And I enjoy putting on these covers. I have so many of these straw covers and I really enjoy them. And this has been something that has also helped me to maintain my hydration. As I'm getting older, my body has different needs. And when you are dehydrated, it starts to show up in a lot of ways. The way that you feel, the way that your skin looks, the way that you, your gut health, it starts to show up in so many ways. So I've really been enjoying the Simple Modern cup in black, but don't get it twisted. I am a Stanley girl. I got my Stanleys on deck, okay? I have about 3 of those, but the reason I wanted to talk about the Simple Modern cup is because this has been my go-to. I use this more than my Stanley cup. So Simple Modern, thank you. So now I mentioned to you all about being someone who has a history of suffering with migraines. So I try to be very careful on the things that I take into my body, the things I put on my body, and stress levels and people that I engage with, because any level of stress is a stressor. I have really been enjoying the Biblioteca perfume oil. And I've noticed that with oils, I don't react and have a migraine as much as I've had in the past with a lot of heavy perfumes. This Biblioteca body oil has been a game changer. it just feels, it smells expensive. It feels expensive. Just imagine getting out of the shower or getting ready for the day. It's cozy outside, it's cool, and you know, you got on your nice sweater, you're putting on your nice boots. You know, you pulled yourself together, and whatever pulling yourself together looks like for you, and you're able to just roll on some body oil. And I love this. I picked this up from Marshall's. This was the first time I had ever heard of it, and ever since then, so I've been using this for about the past 4 months, and I have really enjoyed this to the point that I use it in the morning and when I get out of the shower preparing for bed at night. And the scent actually makes me feel luxurious. It makes me feel more glammed without being glamorous, because remember, emotional wellness is a luxury. So the feeling that it provides is what I get a treat out of. So now we cannot forget about the Olay hand mask. I have truly found so much pleasure in implementing this in my skincare regimen, and this is something that I picked up from Target. I honestly haven't seen them in Target for about a few months. I'm not sure if they're still in the market, but I brought so many of them that I still had enough to share. So I wanted to make sure that I share these in case you happen to run against them on Amazon or in Target. But these provide such a level of hydration to your hands after a long day of whatever it is you've had to engage in, and you're ready to reset. You're ready to disconnect from the day, and you can go home and put on a nice hand mask and just sit pretty. Can you imagine? I absolutely love it. I put these on while I'm doing my facial steamer, and I just let it sit, and I just let my feelings sit and my emotions sit, and I connect with whatever I got going on so that I'm able to reconnect and reset for whatever it is that I may be feeling. And let me be clear, when I say feeling, that doesn't implement that something's wrong. Sometimes we just need to reconnect with our feelings. We just need to reconnect with ourselves. What is it that I'm feeling? Why am I feeling this? What is triggering this? How does these emotions make me feel? So let's make sure that we're clear about that. I'm not just saying that we need to implement these things when we're not feeling good. This is something that I do to keep me feeling good. And in the moments when I am dealing with emotional challenges, these things also come in handy because they help me to stabilize my mood. They help me to stop, pause, and reflect on where I am in my emotional wellness. I purchased these from Target, and this is the Intense Foot Soak Sock, and I absolutely love these. They go on just like a sock, and this is enriched with apple extract and shea butter. So imagine how supple and soft your feet feel, and it's such a treat, right? I know that a lot of us feel like we have to go to salons for pedicures. I am someone that don't mind enjoying anything at home. So for me to be able to treat myself to this level of self-care in my home without having to go out and socialize and, be in crowds or public places, sometimes I'm okay with that. I have no issues being out in the public. I love people and people love me, but there are times where I just want to be alone. I want to turn off the noise from the world. I want to be in a place that's just equipped for me. And these products help me to do that. All right. Dr. Jart's face mask. I cannot live without these. I have been using these for such a long time. There are different ones depending on, what your skin requires and or what your skin goal is. But I have absolutely been enjoying the Dr. Jart's Derma Mask Micro Brightening Solution Mask. I have really found a lot of pleasure and fun in using these, and they don't feel overwhelming, and they are highly affordable. And I've also been using the Hydro Solution Pro Mask from Dr. Jart. So if you happen to make a trip to Sephora this weekend, make sure that you pick you up a few masks and go home and try them. Make it a spa night. Get you a nice candle burning. I don't use candles in my home because my kids have allergies and because of my migraine situation. But I definitely do have battery operated candles that I put up and I light and I make, I set the tone. Lighting ambiance is such an enhancer when you're talking about elevating your mood and really putting yourself into a space where you can work on yourself and indulge into yourself. So I'm really hoping that these products inspired you and allowed you to really think about how you are really taking care of yourself, especially during the cozier months, but more so overall, how are you taking care of yourself, and that you found these products to be beneficial to you, enhancing or elevating, taking care of yourself, and putting you in a space where you can prioritize your mental health. I'll see y'all in the next one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See y'all in the next one.